Hello, everybody. We are the Peptide Bros. I'm Goldfinger.
And I'm Dean.
And we're going to
pep you up.
All right, we're going to get right into it. So, PT 141, a popular.
Yes.
I wonder why that's so popular.
Gee, I wonder.
Yeah, because A, it works immediately within 2 hours.
Yeah, within a couple hours.
Okay, and it's a peptide.
And it lasts about 30 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could last 30 hours on it.
No, definitely.
But we're going to have to explain what it is because not everybody knows what PT 141 is. And then we'll have to talk about how much, how you reconstitute it and the procedure for it. Yeah. So PT 141, Dr. Dean, what exactly is that peptide?
PT 141 is a derivative of another peptide called melanotan 2. And it basically removed any of the skin darkening or tanning effects of melanotan 2 and kept a more pointed version for libido, basically. And it's FDA approved name is bremelanotide, which was approved by the FDA for issues with women's libido.
Okay.
But it also
so it was designed for women.
It was designed for women.
But it works on both male and female.
It works on men just fantastic.
Male, females, and those that are non-associated with either source. Okay.
Well, with men, of course, it assists, with, getting and maintaining an erection.
You said the word. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, those are nice pink scrubs.
You like this? Isn't that sweet? Wow. Look, and I have some medical stuff. I'm a diver. I'm a medical diver now. No, not really. And I have stuff. I have a pink stethoscope.
Yes.
So as you talk about this, I'm going to listen to my heartbeat rise because PT 141 always does that to me. It makes me, oh, yes, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was skeptical, when I first used it, but it really does work. And it lasts for a significant period of time. And if you pair it, in a smaller dose with Viagra or with Cialis or Levitra, which is Vardenafil. Sildenafil is Viagra, Tadalafil is Cialis, and Vardenafil or Levitra or Vardenafil was Levitra, which is no longer available on the market, but it's at least only generically.
So my understanding is you would want to pair it with a Viagra or a Cialis because one works in pumping blood to the member.
Yeah, it works on
but it doesn't work. It doesn't really
vasodilation.
get you in the mood or anything because typically that just makes you able to function properly.
Where PT 141 actually targets the hippocampus and the brain.
It's getting complicated here.
Yeah.
Okay, Doc.
Well, it targets the brain, so you have one side working with the brain itself, and the other working with the body.
Okay.
So it really is a double whammy, if you want to call it that.
And it lasts a long time.
It does last a long time.
So Cialis lasts a pretty long time too.
Yeah.
So if you use Viagra, you'll probably, I think that's 5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah, 5-6 hours.
Yeah, Cialis is longer.
Yeah, Cialis can last about 30 hours. So that's probably the best pairing, but the others work too. I mean, it works great with Viagra.
So this is great for us old dogs.
Yeah, especially I found that, and this is not just me, but anecdotally I've read lots about guys taking it at night, taking their dose of PT 141 at night before they go to sleep, and then in the morning they're ready to rock.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yep,
okay.
ready to rock and roll.
But it lasts for so many hours, you can rock and roll for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably more than you physically can handle.
Yeah. Well,
and if you give it to your mate, she rocks and rolls too. I know it takes, I've used it, Carolyn's used it. So it makes us on a total euphoria. It's a different feeling. It's more of a feeling of closeness.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
And you can actually add oxytocin acetate to it as well, a small amount.
Why would you
They
want
call
to?
it the love hormone.
Oh, really? So,
it promotes that feeling of
togetherness.
And togetherness. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have that. I've never done it paired it with that. Have you?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay.
It does.
And it makes you. We need that here because us old guys here in the Philippines have such young girls. Okay,
Yeah.
That are a lot more physically able.
Able, yes.
Okay. We won't go into that too much because they're usually naive, but.
Well, and oxytocin is one of those too that if you take it and you take a larger dose of it, you'll know that that peptide is actually reaching you because it brings on, you start feeling all warm and everything. But just a smaller dose, which would like 250 micrograms.
Okay, which is a quarter milligram.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to the PT 141.
Yep.
How do you reconstitute? Not specifically how, but with how much water? We have a 10 ml bottle. I have a 10 ml bottle, and I use 2 ml of bacteriostatic water. Okay.
Yeah, and that is correct for.
And I noticed that if I take 10 units, the first time when I tried 10 units, I actually ended up with a headache somewhere in the middle of the night for just an hour or two. I had a slight headache.
Yeah, and that can be a side effect, a minor side effect.
And if you're using 2 mils, then basically that would have been
you're 5 milligrams per milliliter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So from then on, the last few times I've been using 7 or 8 units. Now
okay.
Carolyn uses it too. She uses half of my dose, 4 units. The first time she used it, she had a flushing. The second time, not so much.
Yeah. My girlfriend Arian, she experiences some flushing. How much units? Cheeks will get 5 units or 10 units.
Oh, she used 10. Okay. Yeah, I may up the dose for Carolyn without her knowing, and hopefully she doesn't watch this. Or I may give her. Can you mix oxytocin and PT141 in the same syringe?
Yeah, I have
in the same syringe.
In the same syringe.
Okay, it won't be a problem.
So. I don't think it should be. They're pretty stable molecules.
So the word stack brings out a whole new meaning on PT141.
Stacked and packed.
Okay, well I'm gonna bust out a bottle of oxytocin. Okay, and we'll do a combination. Okay, maybe this weekend.
I mean, the thing is, it's funny because oxytocin is Pitocin, which is used to bring on labor.
Oh, okay, really?
Is the synthetic form of oxytocin.
Oh.
So it definitely affects the female greatly. So.
Well, how does it affect her in a way? When you say it allows labor, obviously works in the bottom area. Okay.
Yeah,
but in what way?
It causes the vagina to start contracting and pulsating.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Not from our end. It sounded better and better all the time. I'm going to have to get that oxytocin out. I'm going to go rehydrate it today. Okay, in anticipation of this weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so bad. All right. So and what about does it help for the woman if she's dry? Does it make her more lubricated?
Yes, and that's there's a couple of female bloggers on YouTube that are pretty popular, and one of them is I think she's a bodybuilder actually, and she said that really helped. I think she took a half milligram or 500 micrograms, and she said that really helped with lubrication and stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
But if she's a squirter, don't use it.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's a completely different,
whole different thing.
A whole different subject.
We're not going to go there. Okay, we probably shouldn't go there. So anyway, so it works very good. It works great for most people.
Really
now
nice.
I do have one person has told me that on the PT141 he had to take 20 units, which is very unusual. For me, 10 was too much.
No, I've taken 20 units.
You've taken 20. You didn't have a bad side effect?
No, I didn't have maybe a slight bit of nausea, because it can cause nausea just for a short period of time.
And we're going to pause this. I have somebody at my gate with a package. I'm sorry, guys. I have to pause for just a moment. Oh, wait, somebody's there. All right, my worker will get it, and then he'll knock on my door. How and what you don't take it every day. You take it only a few hours before you.
Yeah,
need
you
it.
shouldn't take it more than 3 to 4 times a week. And if you're going to take it 4 or 5 times, and you're going to pair it with another ED medication, the one that we mentioned earlier,
the oxytocin, or are you talking about with Cialis?
No, I'm
or
talking
Viagra?
about Cialis, Viagra, or Levitra. Then just take a smaller dose, like half 500 micrograms. Not the 20 is a whole milligram.
So you understand, 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Okay, so 500 is half a milligram. 250 micrograms is a quarter of a milligram.
Right.
And milligrams is weight of the product, not volume. So we're not talking about the volume in the syringe. We're talking about the weight of the actual product, which is a 10. In PT141, we have a 10 milligram bottle. It comes in different sizes, I'm sure.
Right, and once you've put the bacteriostatic water in, then the weight of the product is suspended in the water.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, and if you don't take, say, Viagra or Cialis with it, does it still work?
Yeah, it works just fine. It's just you do need to take a little larger dose. At least that's what I found for myself. But it does it can cause just a slight bit of nausea.
So if you took PT141, and let's say you took 10 milligrams or more, or 10 units or more, you took a milligram, is it possible, because it doesn't work on the body, is it possible that you're going to have ED problem? Basically, you'll be flaccid?
No.
Well,
you mean on PT141?
Yeah, on PT141. And the reason being, if you didn't take Viagra, because Viagra and Cialis works on the body.
Right.
Okay, it pumps blood to your organ. Okay, but if you didn't take it, is there going to be a problem where if you had ED, you'll still have ED?
I guess it's possible, depending on how if your problem is primarily
Your pump.
based on blood flow.
Yeah. I would imagine that's possible.
Yeah.
So for some people, they need both or all three. In fact, PT-141, oxytocin, and a Viagra or a Cialis.
Right.
Okay. All right. So that's basically experimental.
You have to. Everybody reacts differently to the peptide. So,
Yes.
It's important that you just pay attention to your body and what know how much you took and what you're pairing it with, if you're pairing it with anything, and then figure out what works best for you.
Okay.
So.
And so sometimes you have to take, and it may not work. You have to take some more, or you're going to have to next time,
Yeah.
the next opportunity, try something different.
Yep.
Okay. So everything's experimental.
Yep.
Peptides. Explain what amino acids are. I know it's going off subject, but I don't even know what an amino acid is. Peptides are amino acids. What are they?
Well, amino acids are the building blocks of proteins.
Okay.
So if they're between 2 to 6 amino acids, I believe, is considered a bioregulator.
Or a short chain.
Yeah, or short chain peptide.
But there are peptides available that are much longer.
Much longer. Yeah. Well, retatrutide is much longer.
Do you know how
much
many
longer.
chain it is?
I think it's 46.
Okay.
Amino acids.
Because we were just looking into HGH the other day.
Yeah.
And HGH is huge. It's a 191 chain. It's not considered a peptide at that point.
Yeah, I don't think it is considered a peptide.
No,
so.
but we'll get into HGH another time. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that. So we're going to try to stick up PT.
So, and then once you get past 6, past the bioregulators, then the chains become a peptide. Although KPV is, really considered a peptide, even though it's only 3 amino acids.
Oh, it's a chain of 3.
Yeah, chain of 3.
It's not 3 amino acids. It's
No,
one.
it's a chain of 3 amino
It's
acids.
a chain of 3 amino acids,
Yep.
and it's still considered a peptide.
Yep. And the woman who developed the process for connecting these amino acids it was in the 50s, and she won the Nobel Prize for figuring out how to. So they actually string them together, and then they duplicate them. So
It's this whole different world now.
it is a whole different
All right.
world.
Was there anything else that we're going to talk about on PT-141? Because we're at 15 minutes now.
No, I think it's good. It just, guys, just from my perspective, it's a great add-on to your sexual life, and especially as we get older. Things don't work quite the way they used to.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing to.
I think it's great. I use
Yeah,
it, and it helps Carolyn get closer to me.
Yeah.
It puts her in the mood better,
Yep.
and so it works.
Yeah, I mean that's
it
what
works.
that was. What it was.
And that's one of the wonderful things about some peptides. They work right away. Either their side effects work, like in retatrutide, the side effects of losing weight, which is great, works right away in the first week or two. But PT-141 is literally within a couple hours.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything I've ever looked at that, for me, Viagra doesn't work at all, or not hardly at all by itself. Now, paired with PT-141, I still get a good reaction, but by itself, it doesn't work for me. But Cialis, Vardenafil, they work okay by themselves. But the PT-141 definitely enhances things and, helps you to have, what they would call a very robust erection. So,
Yeah.
which is important, because that's one of the things, especially since we're surrounded by younger women and not.
Here in the Philippines.
Yeah, and here in the Philippines.
But even if it was younger, it still works no matter what the age is. It works.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was really developed for women in their 40s and 50s
When they start to lose
Yeah.
interest after menopause,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yep.
I
Yep.
got it. All right. Great. Well, can't wait to try pairing it up with oxytocin this weekend, guys.
There you go.
All right. We are
The Peptide Bros.
And I'm Goldfinger.
And I'm Dean.
And we're going to
pep
you up. Thanks for watching.
That's my Goldfinger.